Very good.
Si Governor, kailangan ba? Or mamaya?
Mamaya na. Very good. Okay. Hello. Just maray na hapon po sa Indogawos. Salamat po sa pag-attend digdi sa tuyang online forum. Ini pong sa tuyang online forum, isipan po kang Albay Bar Association sa tabang ng Albay Chinese Chamber of Commerce na gibuhot para maintindihan po kung ano ang tunay na problema kang Albay manungod sa electricity. Kung pong ah, pag-adalan, intindihon kung ano ang tunay na sitwasyon kang sa tuyang Aleco. Pag naintindihan ta po, malamang po magkaigo kitag idea kung paano ini susolusyonan. Napag-isipan po kang mga organizer sa tabang sa tuyang sponsor ang Albay Provincial Government na magdigwang apat or part series na online forum. Sa episode pong ini, pipiriton tang intindihon kung ano ang problema, anong tunay na kalagayan kang Aleco. Sa episode 2 and 3, mag-entertain kita kay mga solusyon. And sa episode 4 po, i-try ta i-summarize. I-try ta tawan ki magkanigong plano ang sa tuyang sitwasyon. Yun lamang po. Sa inot na ma-present po sa tuyang unyan, iyo si Attorney Ty Calleja. He will present situationer kang Aleco base sa iyang na research. Attorney Ty.
Maray na hapon po. Good afternoon sa inyong lahat. I'll try to speak in English and Filipino because our presenters later would be coming from IMO, the Independent Electric Market of the Philippines. And I'm sure they would not be able to understand the Bicolano dialect. So we'll try to speak in Filipino and English. Katabi ko po si Attorney Burse, si Attorney Kitahero. I'm Taiki Calleja po from the Albay Bar Association. First and foremost, the Albayanos, we have been experiencing a crisis of some sorts. If the entire Philippines, we are now experiencing some big corruption problems in the flood control of the DPWH. Albay has its own problems, and that includes electricity, constant brownouts, expensive cost of the electricity. And on top of that, naririnig po natin na hindi nakakabayad ang ating electric cooperative sa binibilhan ng kuryente. So, parati po nating naririnig, we hear the number systems loss. Sasabihin po ng ating electric cooperative ng Aleco that they have a high systems loss, 23% systems loss. Let's understand this po. Kailangan maintindihan natin kasi parang napaka-technical. Ano ba ang systems loss? At sinasabi nila 23%. Parang tolerable naman, di ba? 23% lang naman. But when you follow the money, you'll see that this 23% doesn't mean kuryenteng nawala lang po sa alambre. It also means deeper, and it will amount to almost 70% ng perang nawala sa bulsa. 23% losses, mantakin mo, will result to more than 70% na mawawala sa bulsa. I'll show you how this happens and why, even with the same rules and regulators, Marami pong cooperative sa buong Pilipinas. There are more than 80 cooperatives in the Philippines. And Aleco is category C. Marami pong electric cooperatives ang AAA. Iloilo Electric Cooperative, Bohol Electric Cooperative, even yung katabi po natin sa Camarines Sur are rated A's. Bakit po ang Albay ay rated C lang? Let me give an example. Sa 1,000 piso na binabayad po natin sa kuryente, ang unang-una bago po makabenta ang Aleco sa consumer, dahil 23% mahigit ang systems loss, ang naiiwan na lang po ay 765 kaagad. At hindi rin nakakabayad on time lahat ang consumer. So, around
Hello.
30%,
Sige, sige.
around 30% of the bills are delayed and are unpaid. So,
Ato ba yun?
from 1,000 pesos po, naiiwan na lang 535 pesos ang pwedeng ibayad ng ating cooperative doon sa nagtinda sa atin. Meron po pong tinatawag na pricing lag. Yung mga ERC approved rates, nahihirapan pong mag-catch up. Kaya mga almost 54 pesos sa 1,000 na yan ang nawawala. Saka meron pa tayong mga unpaid institutional accounts, mga LGUs, water districts, schools na hindi rin nagbabayad. So that's around 70 pesos din pong nawawala dun sa 1,000. Finally po, there are pilferages and write-offs. It another 110 pesos. So ang naiiwan na lang ng pera sa electric cooperative ay around 300 pesos of that 1,000 pesos. That's 70% gone. And this is not exaggeration kasi sometimes sobra pa dyan. These are real, documented patterns, and NEA, IMOP, mamaya po sila magpipresent sa atin, and Aleco's own reports tells us this. So, pag naririnig niyo po na 23% system loss, na huwag niyo isipin na ito ay simple lang. Yan po ay yung butas lang na nakikita natin. At dahil butas, nawawala na yung buong laman ng lalagyan. The real hemorrhage is in the collection, management, at governance. Before I end, ang iba pong mga electric cooperative, gaya ng Iloilo Electric Cooperative, ang kanilang systems loss is only 7.67%. Iloilo Electric Cooperative 2, Ileco 2, 10.31%. Iloilo Electric Cooperative 3, 4.95% systems loss. Ang Bohol Electric Cooperative, under 8%. Consistent po yan. Cebu Electric Cooperative, AAA performer. AAA. I'll remind you again, ang ating Aleco, C. So ang grade po natin C. Kailan kaya tayo makakaalis dito? These are not yung mga performance ng binanggit ko na mga electric cooperative. Hindi naman po mga superhero ang mga nandun. These are real cooperatives that works. Same country po tayo, same archipelago, same regulatory climate. What's different, di ba? What's the difference, bro? Kulang lang daw tayo sa disiplina, sa datos, and governance that doesn't bend with politics. Ibig sabihin, kung kaya nila, dapat kayanin din ng mga uragon na Bicolano. So I end with there.
Thank you, Attorney Taike, for setting the tone of our first Energy Summit. Before we proceed, let me just acknowledge first, yung presence ng ating mga partners for this first ever Energy Forum, ang Independent Electricity Market Operators of the Philippines, kasama po natin ngayon online, ang members ng Albay Chamber of Commerce and Industry, members ng Albay Bar Association, yung ating mga media partners,
Attorney
Salamat
Andres.
for attending. Si Attorney Andes is also here, and of course, our esteemed governor who allowed us to have to host this online forum. Ano, Governor Noel is also here with us today. So, ito pong panawagan natin ngayon is a mere participatory approach natin para mas makapag-usap-usap tayo tungkol sa situation natin dito sa Albay. So, we welcome everyone in participating in this forum. Ano, yung ating energy advocates, mga researchers, government partners. So, you can join us. So, we will continuously announce the next episode ng ating summit. But for now po, we'd like also to hear from our governor tungkol po sa kanyang insight saka input po tungkol dito sa ating summit.
Sino raw yung IMAP guest natin?
Yung IMAP ang gusto ko.
Oh, okay. So, before calling our governor, we would first would like to acknowledge
Off ko muna yan,
yung presence of our partner, yung IMAP natin. So, sir, ma'am, maybe hear from you.
Bakit nagkaroon tayo?
Ano lang?
Yung IMAP muna before. Okay, is he here? Okay. Anyway, i-call ko lang siya. Okay, so let's have a call. Babae ba?
Good afternoon.
Nakikita. Spotlight.
Yung IMAP muna.
Nandiyan siya.
Yung magigiting na IMAP.
Ang IMAP is the
Independent Electricity Market Operator of the Philippines.
Sila yung
mga kwan nasa WSM natin.
Kaya sila nag-ooperate loob ng Western.
Andiyan na ba? Ayan, IMAP. Wala. IMAP pala, ano? IMAP.
Ayun natin.
Independent, ano to?
Electricity Market Operators of the
Okay,
Philippines.
yung mga WSM natin. Okay.
Good afternoon po from IMAP.
Gusto ko lang maknalis before I make the statement. Kasi at least may si Vana. Sino ba si Vana? Vana. Ay, ikaw ang co-host natin. Aaron Justin. Secretariat. Okay. Wala. Pwede ba? Pumasok na ba kanina yan?
Oo.
Okay na? Si IMAP. Ano pa?
IMAP.
IMAP.
Ma'am,
This is Governor Rosal.
Gusto
Gusto ko lang makita ka.
Hi, good afternoon, Gov. I'm
nakakawang ka.
Kat from IMAP.
Dyan po sa
Hindi na narinig?
Can you
Hindi
hear
narinig.
us, attorneys? Gov?
Okay. Tingnan natin.
Palakasan natin yung volume.
Palakasin natin yan. Big TV. Yan.
Good afternoon, Gov. Can you hear us from IMAP?
Okay.
Right. Good afternoon,
Please,
everyone.
Can you identify yourself?
Yes, I'm Katrina Garcia Amuyot from the Metering Division of IMAP. With me are the management committee, some officers from IMAP. I'd like to show lang the faces of IMAP officers.
Very good.
Apo. We're here. Good afternoon, everyone. So we have our Vice President for Finance, Ma'am Santiago, our Vice President for Legal Department, Attorney Cheryl.
Good afternoon po, everyone.
Our
Full
Vice
force pala
President
kayo,
for
full force.
Internal Audit. Yes, sir. Full force po.
Anyway, thank you very much for joining us in this very important undertaking of the provincial government and of course the province of Albay relative to the status of Aleco. No. So I just want to welcome everyone, including those here in Albay, yung chamber natin, and of course, sa Attorney Tai and other partners for this online forum. So just want again to inform everyone that I've been an advocate of this power problem in Albay, of course, relative to Aleco. And before we proceed, before this, I already met the Aleco board together with the project manager of NEA assigned to manage Aleco, GM Buksit. Now, so that we will have also on the side of the provincial government, I asked them about the status. Although I will not say everything because if it will take time, just to confirm that we have really a problem, especially our existing loans, not only with the IMAP, but also with the PISAN, and of course with NEA, and our day-to-day or current obligations of Aleco. Now, going further, I told them what's in store for Aleco. So, meaning it's not only about the operation, but also the debt servicing. I think, pero alam ko kasabay na yung utang natin with IMAP, no? So I was told that there was a restructuring agreement made with PISAN in amount of about, I think, 3 billion and about 200 million with NEA. So I will not divulge all the details, but they confirm it that they have signed, which they are now starting to pay with a monthly dues of about 6 million. Okay, so relative to this restructuring, we have still other like the IMAP. I think IMAP is if we confirm, it's about 1.8 billion. No? Not to include the current, which was left by during the time of the PSP, the private sector the private sector participation contract between Aleco and APEC, no? May existing pa daw na naiwanan na 200 million, which is payable to also to IMAP, no? So I confirm mo na lang yun yung mamaya. So just to again inform everyone that when Attorney Taike informed me, this is very crucial, not only for me, but it's a very crucial one because we might call an AGMA relative to the status, no? It will depend on the next few days or weeks that I will be talking with personalities, no? As the governor now, back again, it's my obligation because I was the one, although I did not decide solely, but it was me who led the Albayanos way back in 2022 to bring back the power or the management of Aleco to the Albayanos, no? So ito po ang kuwan natin, and also they also admitted that may monthly problem din sila vis-a-vis the first kasabay na yung ating napakataas na system loss, 23%, which it's really killing the Aleco cash flow, no? And of course the debt servicing. So meaning 10.25 is being charged to the consumers and the balance is being carried by the cooperative. Ito talaga ang grabe. So the collection somewhat is okay, with a big percentage, although there's still room for improvement. But the problem is how to cope up with the obligations, the monthly obligations. With due respect to those board, I cannot yet also say that because we have to be here so that they have to confirm it. No? But this is Aleco, we own it. I think right now, it's but proper that we decide now, or we have to call on again the membership, if ever, and really the status so that we can decide the fate of Aleco. Because, as I say it always, we have to stop the bleeding. No? Ang kagandaan lang nito na commendable sa kanila yung restructuring ng Pisang. At least, the one attorney, nahinto doon naman so interesta. Sana kung pumayag din nga IMAP, hopefully, gusto ko nga sila mamit I want to go to Manila tayo because I can present to them and maybe let's see if the provincial government, kung pili pa nga lang, kaya lang we cannot use government. I also informed the Aleco board as promised to them. If I'll be back again as governor, I will ask the people who will buy that we also infuse capital with, of course, an agreement, because we cannot give it to them for free. But reminded them that we cannot use that for that servicing. Bawal man yun. Only for development. Kasi hindi pwede ang gamitin mo yung pera natin pang bayad ng utang, bawal man yun. Hindi papayag ang COA yan. No? Kaya pwede lang for assuming for yung mga problema nila sa system laws, technical, and some non-technical, para makatulong. So yan po ang pinakakuha natin ngayon, pinaka-sitwasyon natin ngayon sa ating Aleco. Then I'm looking forward that this afternoon ay madadagdagan ng kaalaman ko. And of course, I'm planning also to meet, of course, the DOE Secretary, nag-initial na ako sa kanya, and of course, the NEA Administrator. To really, as what I did in 2022, siyempre guidance pa rin nila, whether what is our next move. Pero sa ngayon, I would agree with our stakeholders that we have to act fast. Grabe, nawawala natin pera. Every day, mabuti kung pumayag na yung IMAP na i-stop muna natin yung bleeding, yung ating interest. Pero siguro we have to sign a document like what we did with Pisang. So again, so this afternoon, I'm looking forward na yung IMAP will also say something, how we can also help Aleco, what they want also for us to do. And I can bridge you with the board para magkaroon tayo ng long-term solution sa Aleco. Again, good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, Gov, for that input. Sobrang hands-on po ng ating governor. It's an indication po that we really have some issues to resolve as far as the energy crisis in Albay is concerned. So, siguro nga, I think we also would like to hear from IMAP, Madam Katrina, although according to Gov, we have 200 million na utang. Pag presento po to, baka sobra na sa 200 million.
Siguro, Senate Account si Paano Ina?
Po.
Si Ina ba yan? Si Ina? Ina?
Katrina.
Katrina, can you confirm yung sa inyong end? Huwag mo na natin masapitan. Yung loan exposure namin sa inyo. Is it true that meron tayong yung loan pa na 1.8? Or is that right figure? Tama ba yan?
Katabi ko po yung VP namin for finance. I'll be asking her help.
Ako confirm sa inyo.
VP Mean.
Good afternoon, Gov. Yes po, for the special payment arrangement with Aleco and WSM trading participant, that time, August 2011, meron po tayong SPA of around that amount po, Gov. So, included po dun sa amount na yon is yung principal, and then yung default interest, and then yung value-added tax po. Gov, nakamute ko.
May naiwanan ba? Mamaya na yung yung sinasabi mo na long term ng utang, 1.8 pa rin ang computation niya.
1.8. I-check ko po. For a while.
Hindi, mamaya na yan. So, ako na kino-compute sheet mo, may isa question, yung sabi nilang may current na naiwanan, yung APEC, sa inyo na 200. Is that true? Na ayaw niyong... Totoo, yun ba yan? Yes.
Gob, yun po yung kiniklaim po ni Aleco na meron pong around 200 million na payable pa po si APEC.
Mm-mm.
Pero yun nga po,
Hindi binayaran.
yung nire-request po namin kay Aleco is i-dispute po nila yung amount na yon with APEC. Kasi
Ayaw nila bayaran. Ayaw nila bayaran. Ayaw nila bayaran.
Ayaw, hindi ko po kasi alam, Gob, kung ano po yung meeting with Aleco and APEC. Hindi po kasi kami kasama doon. So, hindi ko po alam kung ano yung mga nagiging usapan po nila.
Pero have you heard na meeting sila? One of before. About this?
Yes, Gob. Meron po silang mga meetings.
Last year?
Yung
After na naman.
meron po silang this year po. This year lang po.
Okay. So, anong result? Meron bang sinabi?
Wala pa po akong na-receive na feedback
The
from...
amount is 200 million. The amount is 200. The amount is 200 million.
Yes, Gob. Yun po yung sinasabi ni Aleco na receivable po kay APEC.
Ibabayad sa inyo.
Dapat po ibabayad kasi sa amin, Gob. Kasi meron po kasi dito po kay IMAP. Dito po kay IMAP, Aleco lang po yung account. Wala pong separation yung Aleco and APEC na account.
So, ang ibig sabihin, ang utang lang naman, yung 1.8 talaga. Wala namang 200, yun lang receivable lang yun. Tama ba?
Actually, Gob, kasi nitong mga past months, umaabot po ng mga 2 to 3 months po yung unpaid nila. Opo. So,
3 months.
noong September po, nag-issue tayo ng demand letter. So, starting September 15 po, settle po sila nung account nila. So, bumababa po siya. Pero, yun nga po, naiiwan po yung value added tax or yung VAT for that. And meron pong portion ng August billing period na remain unsettled.
August.
So, yun po yung default.
August.
Opo, August. Na nag-due po noong September 25.
Ang September, may bill na kayo September.
Meron, kahapon pa lang po, Gob. Tapos mag-due po siya ng October 25.
Tama naman sinasabi nila na nakakahabol sila. Pero yun nga, hirap nila na pinaiiwan. Yun siguro yung bat niya.
Opo. Actually, Gob, nung September po sila naka-start na mag-settle ng malalaking amounts kasi nagbigay na po tayo ng demand letter na possible yung disconnection.
So, ibig sabihin yung current, hindi na nababayaran. Yung current. Meaning yung power na binibigay sa iyo monthly.
Yes, Gob.
Hindi na ba lahat o ilang percent lang?
Ano?
Sir, pwede namin kasi every time po na nag-default po sila, pinapublish po namin yun sa website. So, pwede po nating makita yung monthly outstanding balance nila every time po
Yes.
issue tayo ng monthly notice.
Gusto ko lang marinig sa iyo na hindi nila nauubusan yung monthly bill nyo.
Yes, Gob.
So, mag-file up nun.
Actually, Gob, kaya kami nag-issue ng demand letter kasi ballooning na po yung kanilang current, yung
Kano na?
nung time po, hindi ko lang, Gob, maano yung figure, pero
Magkano ang utang nilang, yung unpaid nila para sa current, yung naipon. Do you have a figure? Kasi may binigay sila sa akin figure, pero tingnan ko muna yung figure mo. Na yan daw ang hindi napabayaran. Hindi naman naabot ng yung sinabi sa akin nga ng attorney type na hindi naman naabot. 4 na buwan po. No, almost.
iano ko lang, Gob.
At that time, umabot na ganun.
Pero ngayon, nabayaran.
Hinabol.
Meeting, baka nakaka- So at least ngayon, wala na tayong danger of disconnection from IMS.
Walang disconnection.
Wala tayong link because nakabayan.
Gob, kung i-implement po talaga yung WESM rules, meron po kasi silang default remaining na unsettled amount for the energy alone. So, pwede po talagang i-push yung disconnection.
Ganyan na yan.
So, meron pa po talaga silang outstanding, Gob.
Kaya, magkano?
Hinahanap ko lang po, Gob, yung exact amount.
Kasi after this, I will go back to them.
Actually, invited natin yung Aleco eh.
Di ba natin sila? Nagdadangog.
Diyan ba?
Yan ba siya?
Ay, sandali. Di ba humingi? Ano yun? Di ko yan.
Oo. Nakameron. Mas maganda ng content. Okay. Siguro mamaya na lang para. So what's your kasi nandiyan naman kayo lahat. What's your plan for us? Ano ang plan nyo about our kasi wala tayong CSP kaya nandiyan kami sa inyo, ano, di ba? Yung balance ng CSP nandiyan sa inyo. Kasi yung CSP namin I was told by the board na nakapirma kami ng 15 years. 15 years, no? Safe yun. Then may kami na EPSA, emergency. The rest yun ang binibili namin ngayon sa IMAP. So what's your plan right now? Kung ito the way you see the plight of Aleco, the payment of your supply. Explain natin. Ano lang kasi. Tapos yung
Here's Attorney Cheryl po from our legal department. So,
Legal.
Yes, good afternoon po, Gov, and everyone. As Ma'am Mean mentioned po, if we were to strictly implement the provisions of the WESM rules, pwede na po talagang magtuloy yung disconnection ni Aleco because of their outstanding obligations in the WESM. But we have had discussions with them in the past po, particularly in the recent months, including discussions with the NEA po, kasi we recognize na hindi lang po simpleng disconnection of Aleco, but it will affect the customers and consumers in Albay po if we do that. So we are exhausting all possible remedies. We have been enjoining Aleco to update yung kanyang mga outstanding obligations, and we have been in constant coordination with the NEA po since nire-recognize din namin na si NEA has supervision over the electric cooperative. So very extreme na po kasi yung pag-disconnect. So as much as possible po, we are considering po yung all other options except disconnection, because hindi naman po Aleco lang yung ma-affect, but we know the residents of Albay will be extremely prejudiced.
Okay. So anong mensahe? Yan ang kasi ako pagbalik natin, I will talk to them. Pero kayo, you still at least kita nyo na nakabayad din ang Aleco.
We see naman that there's an effort on the part of Aleco to meet its obligations. Kaya lang, hindi pa rin po talaga yung full outstanding obligation yung kanilang na babayaran on time. But we appreciate naman that there's really an effort. Although, yun nga po, meron pa rin talagang natitira.
Okay. So, natin, kasi pwede ba makita natin yung long-term loan na yung utang namin na they gave me a figure of 1.8. Can you confirm? Kasi doon kami nagulpi kasi may, di ba may interest on? Can you send that on?
Yung po kasing yung long term na yun na obligation, that's to
Ay,
cover
ayaw niyo daw makipag gaya ng pisang, nag-restock mo.
actually, Gov, that's already a restructuring agreement, pero ito po ay 2011
2011.
pa po kasi.
Hindi na bayaran, ayaw niya yun.
Opo, hindi po talaga siya na bayaran. Although that's really a compromise agreement between Aleco and yung mga supposedly nababayaran ng mga suppliers.
Sabihin na samahan mo na mag-bid tayo for restructuring para lang ma-stop din namin ang bidding ng malaki yan. 0.8 ang interest niya. Pwede na natin sa maintenance. So, is it possible? Maniniwala pa tayo, bibigyan ba natin ng chance ang Aleco na ngayon? Pero kami ginagawa ngayon na 1, 2, 3, tatlong substation. No? With Philippines, 3 to 6 months from now. That will surely deduct to the system loss by at least 2% to 3%. Is there an avenue na mag-shut down ulit tayo? When was the last time pala kayo nag-upo na ang Aleco Board humingi ng another? Did they ask really for a restructuring lately? Again?
Financial.
Gov, yung po kasi mga discussions namin recently, ang napag-uusapan lang po kasi yung current obligation. Kasi matagal na po talagang hindi nila nagagalaw yung
Ayun, pare.
obligations nila dun sa
Ang
SB.
current nila, ilang buwan?
Sorry po.
Yung current nila, ilang
Current.
buwan na ang nila. Yung current,
Gov, yung simula nung September, dahil po nagbayad sila dahil may demand letter.
October pa lang ngayon. Isang buwan na.
Opo, isang buwan na lang po yung natitira. Partial po nung August period.
So, ang ibig sabihin, hindi naman pala fully ko ng Aleco lately. Meaning, 1 month lang pala. Pero madadagdag next month, 1 billion.
Yes, Gov. Pero kasi, Gov, nung nag-start tayo nung September 1, ang outstanding nila is nasa 424 million for the energy alone.
Okay.
Ngayon, opo, 424 million. So, nung magbigay
Current.
ko,
Number 1.
September 1.
September 1 lang ito, Gov. Tapos, nung nagbigay po tayo ng demand letter, so, syempre, papunta na po to ng disconnection. Kaya po sila nag-settle ng medyo malaking amount. So, as of date po, ang kanilang outstanding for the energy is 73 million. Tapos yung VAT po is 98 million kasi hindi po nila sinisettle yung VAT.
98.
Opo, yung VAT. So ngayon po, nasa around 170 million po yung outstanding nila for the current po.
September yan. October. September billion. As of September billion.
Sir, as of August bill pa lang po ito, meron pa po tayong papasok na September billing period po na magdito ng 25. Magkano yan, Edwin?
Mga ilan yan na papasok na bill? Meron ka bang figure? Mga magkano yan na papasok?
Ayun po, pinapacheck ko lang, Gov. Tapos meron po rin prudential requirements, yung security deposit na need i-put up ni Aleco as direct member po dito sa WESM. So, yun po, hindi rin po yun nako-comply.
Magkano daw po yun?
Yung alin?
Check na po, Gov.
Yung security.
Ayun.
Meron pa dyan.
Ano yan? Global. Ayan. Pataduan eh.
Technical yan.
Mabot na tayo doon ng 400 niya by September 1. Then they paid
Kaya ba na 73 plus almost 100.
plus 98, 170.
Tsaka yung presentation.
September.
August bill pa lang. Kasi yung September bill, mapapayaran. Diba? Ngayon nagpapasok.
Plus another 100 yun. Yun yung almost 100 tayo every month eh.
Ano yung pwede natin? Wala pa? Balikan ko kay attorney. Akin ba ito? Unmute. Bakit ba ito?
Attorney Cheryl.
Yes, go.
Pwedeng balikan muna natin yung long-term loan, yung utang namin. The possibility of
Restructuring. Again,
Again
gaya
po,
ng ginawa. Kasi ngayon, nakakabayad sila ng 6 million yung utang nila sa PISAM. Sabi nila, ha? Monthly yun. Just to give you the confidence na baka kaya din kayong bayaran. Mas maliit sa inyo eh.
opo, Gov. Actually, we're always open naman po to hearing from Aleco. Kung meron po silang proposal to...
So, sabi ko sa kanila na they can submit.
Yes, Gov. Ayun lang po kasing special payment arrangement na yun. That was signed with specific participants po ng WESM. So, kung ma-restructure po siya ulit, it will have to be agreed with the same parties.
Oo lang. Oh, okay. Siyempre, para binding talaga.
Yeah, but we can always facilitate naman po if there's a proposal from...
At least open kayo. I heard. I'm hearing that you're open.
Yes, Gov. Opo.
Gusto lang, ang tiyatakutan natin, hindi nga nakakabayad doon sa current. What more? Kaya alam ko where you are coming, ano? Where you stand.
Yes, Gov.
Pero I'll get back to them and really do another really more in-depth analysis of Aleco's fund.
Opo, Gov. We
Way
look
forward.
forward to receiving good news from you and Aleco po.
Yeah, I'll be meeting them the soonest. No?
Thank you po.
Okay, meron ba kayo?
Question?
Before we proceed lang po, we were expecting some input from IMA. Just for the context, ano, kasi we have some viewers din at mga listeners. Kasi nakalive po tayo sa social media.
Sige.
We'd like to hear muna from IMAP. Ano ba yung IMAP? Ano ba yung ginagawa po ng inyong office? At saka, ano ba yung partnership natin as far as the Aleco is concerned? At siguro bakit niyo po kami puputulan ng kuryente?
Saka bakit may utang tayo?
Sige po, I will share my presentation. We
Thank you.
prepared a very short presentation about WESM and actually some background about Aleco's status in the WESM. For a while, I'll just pulling up the presentation.
Habang nag-prepare po, I think we can ask our reactors that after IMAP, probably you can send us some questions. Either live po kayo or post it sa ating pong
Chat.
Okay.
Chat box.
Chat box. Thank you.
Ano? Check nila muna. May
favorite show.
Present po na sila. And then there will be questions.
Sir, can you please allow my privilege for me to present?
Yeah. Please go ahead.
I'll try again, sir. Wala pa po.
Pwede nang gawin ko.
Share natin.
Baka po pwedeng co-host or allow presenter privilege. Okay. Try ko po ulit. Wala pa po.
The host.
Okay. Diba?
Make us co-host po.
Yung pasok sila.
Pwede kaming maging co-host po kaya. so I can share my presentation.
Directly. So, sino yung
Sige.
gagawin mo? Si Imo. Yung may
Imo.
right click siguro. Di ba yun yung sa IMAP yung marami sila? Yung nasa right mo.
May
May
go.
convert.
Alright.
Okay na po? Sige, I will try.
Okay na po.
Pag-intay pa. Pinto ko. Asang pa dito.
Can you confirm, sir, if the presentation is viewable?
Status. Ayan.
Aleco status report in the West.
Okay natin to.
Okay po?
This is the part of Aleco.
Kita na po, pati sa mga viewers ng...
Yes po, ma'am. Please
Yes, you
proceed.
can see it. Continue.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Again, this is from the IMOP, Independent Electricity Market Operator of the Philippines. So I'm Kat Garcia Amoyot. I'll be giving a short overview about WESM and Aleco's status in the WESM. Sige, so kanina po may tanong, no? So ano ba si IMOP? Ano ba yung WESM? Wait lang. Habang inaayos lang po. So, IMOP, or the Independent Electricity Market Operator of the Philippines, is the organization that manages or operates the wholesale electricity spot market.
Slide on.
Yun yung nakikita. Dito sa Facebook. All right, so IMOP is the operator or the organization that manages the wholesale electricity spot market. So for the wholesale electricity spot market, IMOP manages the registration, the settlement of the participants or those that are joining, those who are joining the spot market. So we have yung mga generators, mga customers ng WESM are the distribution utilities like Aleco. And then yung forecasting and scheduling ng mga generators that will run actually every 5 minutes po yung ating WESM, yung tinatawag nating trading interval. So yung scheduling natin every 5 minutes. And then IMOP is also, aside from managing or operating the wholesale market, yung tinatawag din po nating retail market is being managed or operated by IMOP. Nandiyan po yung tinatawag nating retail competition and open access or RCOA. And then yung greener side of the retail market, yung tinatawag naman po nating Green Energy Option Program. And just recently, yun pong retail aggregation program naman, wherein smaller scale customers can aggregate, magsama-sama po sila para maging isang customer na mag-join po sa market, sa spot sa retail competition, or ito pong RCOA na tinatawag. And then IMOP is also the RE registrar. So it handles the registration ng mga participants naman po sa ating renewable energy market. And nandito po yung issuance na tinatawag natin, Renewable Energy Certificates or RECs and yung monitoring ng RPS compliance or yung renewable portfolio standard. So ito po yung gist or summary ng mga ginagawa ni IMAP for the energy and electricity. So sa ating industry po, no, sa buong Pilipinas. WESM is currently operating in the whole Philippines nga po, no, so Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So ano ba si WESM? WESM is a centralized venue for trading of large-scale buyers and sellers of electricity, where price is based on the interaction of demand and supply. So it is legally established pursuant to the Republic Act 9136 or yung tinatawag nating Electric Power Industry Reform Act or the EPIRA. So WESM is ang commodity, sabi natin, venue siya, market. So, kung mayroong market, mayroong binibenta, mayroong tinitrade, o mayroong commodity, and the commodity in that market, in the West, is electricity. At yung traders po natin, yun yung tinatawag natin, when we say trade, so mayroong nagbebenta, the sellers, and mayroong mga bumibili or the buyers. By default, ang sellers natin sa WESM, yun po yung generators, yung mga nagpo-produce ng kuryente. So solar, hydro, geothermal, so ito pong mga generators, yun yung default nating sellers sa market. At ang default naman nating buyers sa market, sa WESM, yun pong mga customers na mga distribution utilities nga po, including the electric cooperatives, such as Aleco. So, ito po yung about WESM, no? Now, si Aleco, sa WESM kasi, lahat po ng connected sa grid ay required na maging member or participant in the WESM or in the wholesale electricity spot market. So, Aleco, as an electric cooperative, its facilities are directly connected to the transmission, to the grid. So required po siya at ito po ay naging member ng WESM, registered since August 26, 2007. WESM started operation po on June 26, 2006. So sa WESM, ang kilala si Albay Electric Cooperative Inc. with its short name or WESM short name na Aleco. In the WESM, meron pong, ang registration po ay hindi lang naman yung pangalan ng organization or the company. Inaalam din po kung ilan yung facilities. Kapag isang customer or distribution utility or electric cooperative such as Aleco, ang facilities po na nire-register yung mga transformer, line. So yung mga ganun po, yung kumukonekta nga po sa grid ng mga facilities. Si Aleco, in total, meron po siyang 7 na metering point facilities. So yun po yung mga substations composed of mga lines. Ayan. And then, sa market po, para since yung market is may software po siyang ginagamit, no, para dun sa trading, yung kakikilanlan po ng mga member or participant in the WESM, ina-assignan po sila ng tinatawag nating market trading node or MTN. So yung sinasabi natin na 7 facilities ni Aleco registered in the WESM, sa market po connected siya through 5 market trading nodes. Hindi na po nakikita yung presentation material. I'll just pause for a while, sir, para lang maayos yung presentation. Kailangan tanggalin yung extended. Naka-extend siguro. So, hindi nakita.
Hindi na siya nag-book.
Okay, ganito na lang po para parehas siguro tayo nang nakikita. Alright. Nakikita ko yung list ng aming presentation is sa page po ako ng registered metering facilities and MTN. So as I was saying earlier, ang naka-register po na facilities ni Aleco are a total of 7 facilities, and then they are connected to 5 market trading nodes. So yung nakikita po kasi sa market, para po maisama doon sa mga software po, sa calculations, tinatawag po natin na market trading nodes. So meron pong 5 market trading nodes kung saan connected po itong mga 7 facilities ni Aleco. And then, just to give more information about the MTN, if you can see, I hope you can see in your slide, in your screens now, yung sample po ito nung representation ng binabanggit kong market trading node. So bawat isa po na customer and generator, actually bawat isa na trading participant in the WESM, ina-assignan po sila ng corresponding market trading node. So in my example here, you will see, this one is pointing yung meron po Aleco MTN. So andyan po yung 5 market trading node ni Aleco. So ano po ba yung market trading node? So dyan po nabibigyan ng schedule, nabibigyan ng prices kung sakasakaling magte-trade sa WESM. So as of September 2025, ang total ng market trading nodes in the WESM is 1,132. So mga around more or less 600 generators, and the rest customers po ng market trading nodes. For Aleco, ang monthly average combined load po ni Aleco based on the data that we have is at around 86 megawatts. And the non-coincident average peak demand is at 122 megawatt. So yan po yung nakikita naming data. Now, just sharing with you now, yun pong, ito yung simplified diagram, no, ng Aleco and the trading nodes. Medyo delay lang po siguro yung nasa screen. Yan, there. So, yung pong nakikita nyo sa gitna, na merong nakalagay na Aleco, MTN, 1 to 4, yan po yung kaninang nakalista sa previous slide na 4 na MTN. And then the other one sa left side, yan po yung pang-5 MTN. So, total of 5 market trading nodes. Yan po yung again, yung representation po ni Aleco sa model ng WESM na ginagamit sa software, yung 5 yan. And makikita po dito sa diagram na to, simplified diagram na to, kung alin-alin yung mga generators na malapit po, no, sa kung saan nandoon din si Aleco. So you will see there na meron pong mga geothermal, merong battery energy storage, merong mga biomass, meron ding hydro, and meron ding solar. So gandang baba naman, no. So si Aleco po ang substation na physically, yung substation kung saan siya connected, ito po yung nasa gitna na Daraga, I hope I'm saying it right, substation. And then yung sa left side po, yung TW-C, yung TWC substation. So yan po yung dalawang pinagpo-connectahan yan. And then, so ngayon, ano yung participation ni Aleco sa WESM? Sa WESM po kasi, sabi nga po natin kanina, basta konektado ka sa grid, you are required to become a trading participant of the WESM. And in doing so, na member ka, lahat-lahat po na kahit ano pa yung contractual status mo, whether 100% may kontrata ka. So for example, si Aleco, whether 100% may kontrata siya with generators, or 50% lang or 30% or wala siyang kakontrata, kailangan mag-trade siya or maging participant siya sa WESM. So, yun po yung tinatawag na principle ng WESM na mandatory market. So regardless of contractual status. However, only the transactions na nasa WESM, yun lang po yung sinesettle for Aleco and for other participants po na members ng WESM. So kung ano lang po yung not covered by the contracts or yun yung tinatawag nating spot. Kaya nga po, wholesale electricity spot market. Because this market, this electricity market is only for the spot volumes or the spot quantities. So yung lahat lang po ng hindi kino-cover ng contracts, kahit na ang tinitrade natin ay yung kabuuan ng lahat ng mga quantities. For Aleco, here in this slide, we're showing that based on data that we have, meron po siyang mga kakontrata. We're seeing here 4 companies listed, and it has contract until 2040. So ano po yung ano nito, no? Ano po yung ano nito, ano po yung sinasabi ng contracts na yon. So kung may contracts ka sa mga yon, lahat po iyon babawasan po, iaalis sa WESM, hindi po iyon babayaran. So what we're saying here, ito po yung representation ng total na withdraw or kinonsume ni Aleco for specific billing month, no? So a portion, spot quantity, kinuha po sa market, sa WESM, and then a portion, the remaining portion, yun po yung mga nakakontrata, bilateral contracts, or yung tinatawag natin PSAs or the power supply agreements. So kung ano lang po yung nandito sa spot quantity na to, iyon lang po yung babayaran ni Aleco sa WESM. And in this example po, for the September 2025 na billing month, ang spot quantity or ang kinuha po ni Aleco sa spot market is at around 34% of its total requirement. And that 34%, so yung bulk po na 66% ay contracted quantities. Yun pong spot quantity na 34%, ang effective rate niya po sa market is 2 pesos and 55 centavos per kilowatt hour. So yun lang po yung parang effective spot, yung contribution po ng rate na yun sa total ni Aleco. Okay, and that is my last slide. So I hope I was able to provide or share some information about WESM, short overview, and about status of Aleco.
Ma'am Katrina, nabanggit na 54% lang ang binibili ng Aleco sa...
Yes, as of September 2025, 34% lang of the total na kinonsumo ni Aleco or winidraw niya from the grid ay nanggaling sa WESM. Yan lang po.
66.
Yes,
So, means
and then
66 direkta. 66 direkta.
Sa mga kontrata po, yung 66% yes, bilateral contracts or PSAs.
Comparing the rates, usually mas mababa sa WESM, di ba? Kaysa sa direct contracting.
Ayan sir, hindi natin masabi kasi po ang pricing sa WESM is per interval. At ang interval po natin sa WESM, every 5 minutes nagbabago po ang presyo.
But historically, do we have the figure?
Wala sir kasi very volatile po yung prices natin sa market. It can go high, up, down, so hindi po natin. And yung contract din po, hindi po wala pong information si WESM kung magkano yung mismong contract price nila.
Agreement din.
Yung binanggit mong utang namin, that refers to the 34% lang?
Yung utang, sir, Gov, kasi nag-start lang po yung around 36 to 34% na exposure ni Aleco sa WESM nung July billing period. Pero nung mga dati po, nasa 88% po, 87%, ganyan po yung exposure niya. Nag-start lang po yung around 30% noong July 2025 billing period po.
Okay.
So yung exposure po talaga ni Aleco sa WESM before, malaki po.
Hindi, ma'am.
Okay. Ino-confirm ko yan dahil di siguro for the information of Attorney Chris Ahero, sabi ko baga may CSP na kasi yung Aleco, kaya nakakuha na. Kaya ang exposure na lang ay 30+% na lang. Kasi ang 10%, may 1 year sila na EPSA ngayon. Kaya tama yung sinabi ng IMAP na 30+ na lang exposure. Kasi yung sobra kalahati, may fixed contract tayo ngayon. Kung ang tanong ni Attorney Aero, hindi niya talaga masagot yun kasi ang spot market, nag-i-spike yan minsan, bababa. Gaya ngayon, ang contract natin hindi ko na sabihin kung magkano, yung with our yung CSP natin is a little bit higher ngayon sa price ngayon ng vessel. Mababa ngayon sa spot market. But that's not a guarantee, sabi nga ni na attorney. Pag nag-spike yan sa huli tayo dyan. Kaya cooperatives opted to have a CSP. The bigger that you are on the CSP, you are assured na kasi long term yan. Okay. Thank you.
That, there are just few reactions dito. If you please, you can respond po, actually, there's a question about the IFIRA law, sabi niya, it states that the power of our energy should have been affordable. Sa part ng Chamber of Commerce, because we have on the line yung ACCI, as Chamber Representative, the ease of doing business is better if the power rate is reduced. If you can just react, we just pose the question. I'm not sure if we have here the proper party to respond to this, just in case po. Anyway, meron pa tayong second episode. So please, just if you can.
Yes, sirs, perhaps the proper agency po to respond to that question in terms of the implementation of the FIRA would be our DOE po, because
Okay.
as far as market, sa spot market lang po yung ating competence.
We park that part siguro if
For the next episode.
for the next episode we request. Ito po yung next ay kaso wala po si Aleco. Meron kasing reaction about the if APEC despite the demand letter cannot pay, is it possible APEC pays in kind like infra energy materials, for example rehabilitation transmission lines? Pero this will not benefit the IMA. Ito po sa inyo to, baka what's the meaning of non-coincident peak?
Okay, yung sa presentation ko po kanina, non-coincident, kasi di ba meron po akong na-present na facilities registered in the WESM for Aleco. So, yung mga facilities na yon, pwede po kasing nag-withdraw sila or nag-consume ng kuryente ng sabay-sabay, pwede rin hindi sabay-sabay. So, kinuha lang po, ang nangyari dun sa, para makuha po namin yung peak niya, kinuha lang po namin kung ano talaga yung pinakamataas na naging peak niya, pinakamataas po na demand requirement niya for the past, I think, 12 months po. So, yun lang po yung ibig sabihin nun.
First peak is 122.
Okay.
Yes, the 122 megawatts. So, yun po yung pinakamataas na na-record po sa data natin.
Ma'am, may tanong po ako. Yung situation ba ng Aleco is unique or meron bang iba pang electric cooperative na similarly situated sa Aleco na?
I think, pag sinabi pong unique, ano po yung sabihin yung sa financial, ano po ba?
Yes.
Status? Medyo,
I think, and sa Sir, meron naman po mga ibang participants din po na nade-default dun sa kanilang mga obligations kay WESM. Pero sir, yun po sa lahat, parang si Aleco lang po yung meron pong SPA before na malaki po na hindi pa po siya na-settle.
So kami na po kulelat.
Sa WESM po,
Kami pinakakulelat, no, Aleco.
parang first honor po ba ang tawag to? Hindi.
May narinig po kaming parang grading system nyo. Tama po ba yun?
Triple A.
Sa,
In terms sa mga electric cooperative.
ano pong tawag, anong tawag, sir?
Rating. Yeah.
Rating po.
Rating.
Rating system.
Kaya po yun daw yung rating system ng mga electric operator. National Electrification Administration.
And NEA. NEA ang nagbibigay ng rating. Sa ano kasi yun? Sa systems laws, ano po? Systems laws, election, saka yung
Financial.
May question.
management.
Hello, good afternoon po. I have a question po regarding sa disconnection. Meron ba kayong threshold na sinusunod?
Disconnection na. Threshold ng ano po yung threshold saan po yung
Yung legal threshold sa pag-disconnect?
in terms of peso amount, ganon?
Yes po. Sa liabilities. Sa
Sige, may criteria po kasi yung yung request for disconnection. So sa financial, may tinatawag po tayo doon na default po ba yung tawag doon So yung default, yung hindi po mga nakakabayad doon sa due. Kung mag-default ka, regardless kung gaano kadito, gaano kalaki yung amount ng kailangan bayaran, kung hindi mo nabayaran, yun, pwede pong ma-disconnect. Default po yun. So yun po yung
Thank you.
All right. May I know from the audience, yung other audience natin, if you have some reactions, questions, kasama din ba natin yung media, baka meron po sila concern.
Ito lang yung media.
Sa chat.
Hi, good afternoon. Magandang hapon po ulit. Ang Aleco po namin dito sa Albay ay ulilat masyado base po sa record niyo yan po sa IMAP. Now, ano pong nakikita nyo na pinakadahilan bakit ganyan ang situation po ng Albay Electric Cooperative po na?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon po. We just know from our records na Albay is not able to meet its obligation when they fall due. Pero yun pong reason why Aleco is unable po. We have no information. Perhaps hindi po kami yung tamang entity to to speculate why they are defaulting in their obligation. Baka po, diretso po ang tanong kay Aleco po.
Ma'am Kat, in terms of trending, since kanina nakita ko since 2007 pa, ay accredited na with IMAP. So ano ba yung based on experience with Western?
Yes.
What is probably the yung trend or yung lagi ang aming payment dito.
Sabi ko po, trend ng payment ni Aleco. Si Aleco po,
Siguro po ano na lang sir, yung kung considering the fact that they have a special payment arrangement since 2011 no, na hanggang ngayon po ay hindi pa nasa-settle. That would indicate po yung propensity of Aleco na hindi po ma-meet talaga yung obligations in the West.
Kung tama po yung ay 8 August 2011. Yung
August 2011 po.
2011, 1.8 billion. Tama ba ang notes ko dito? Yung SPA is August 2011.
Ay tama po, August 2011.
Okay.
Another question po. Tama po ba ang pagkaintindi ko na ang settlement ng mga direct contract with the power producer ay hindi to sinisettle through IMAP?
Yes, sir. Opo.
So, direkta to sa mga power producers.
Yes, sir.
So, wala kayong record kung may utang kami sa mga power producers na mga ito. Okay.
Wala pa kami.
So, 66%.
May question ako.
So may I also again recognize Attorney Andes for his action.
Hi, again, good afternoon. Ang question ko ngayon is, sabi niyo po kanina, 2007 na register yung Aleco with IMAP or WESM. So does that mean as of 2007, wala pang utang yung Aleco? Tama pa?
Sir, may Aleco na po, pero na-register lang po siya sa WESM noong 2007. Kasi dati po, hindi mandatory yung membership kay WESM. Pero nung start yung commercial operation noong 2006, ni-require po lahat na parang 10% of their requirement po ay sa WESM nila kukunin. Kaya po na-register po si Aleco.
So does that mean that as of 2007, zero ang liabilities ng Aleco? Tama po ba?
Hindi po na namin, sir, check namin yung data, pero hindi na po namin masasagot kung sila po ay nakakasettle on due date.
Pero ang tanong ko po, ganito, since nag-register siya noong 2007, parang lumalabas na nag-start lang siya magkautang 2007 na. Kasi alam nga naman na hindi pa nga registered, may utang na kaagad. Parang ganon.
Sa WESM yun, sir, sa WESM po. Utang sa WESM, hindi po utang sa ibang suppliers. Kung utang po sa WESM, yes.
So that means yung 1.8 million from 2007 to 2011.
So, does that mean na yung 1.8 billion accumulated between 2007 and 2011 lang? Tama po ba?
Yes, sir, possible po. Sir, yun pong yung SPA amount po, including yung interest and yung principal, as of date po, 1.622 billion.
1 point?
Mga half a billion a year. Hindi pa yung 100%, ha?
Oo, ano pala.
Okay.
Yung, pero ngayon,
Question?
170 million lang yung current liability. Ngayon, parang 10% na.
Okay. There is another question here, Madam. Just if you know, aside from Aleco, ano pa po ba na cooperative sa Bicol ang kasing tulad ng Aleco in terms of liability?
Sabi ko. Wala naman daw. Wala po, sir.
Yun yung tanong kanina, anong unique sa amin?
Mayon,
Okay, madam. So, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for participating in our online energy summit. So, just would like to ask from IMAP, last word, madam.
Sir, Gov, our President and CEO, Engineer Robin Descanso joined us. So, sa kanya ko po hihingin kung meron siyang baka meron po siyang sir. Parting words. Eto po, mag-hi lang si Sir Engineer Robin Descanso. Hi lang po siya. So on behalf of IMA po, thank you very much for inviting us to this forum, and we hope that we were able to share the information about WESM and IMA, and yun, yung status po ni Aleco. So sana nakapag-impart kami kung ano man po yung knowledge or information that you wish to receive today about Aleco. So, thank you po ulit. Maraming salamat.
Thank you po.
Maraming salamat din. Mabalos.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Salamat po.
Salamat po. So, for all the other sectors po na nag-participate, salamat din po sa inyo, and we look forward to having you again sa next episode. The schedule is October 29 for the next consultation, and we hope na makasama din natin si Aleco para marinig natin, para ma-inform. Magsisimula tayo sa awareness muna about sa ating situation. So marami pong salamat from us here, from Albay Bar Association, at sa aking mga kasama, Albay Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Salamat po sa inyo, yung ating mga partners sa media, salamat din po.
Yeah, well, the next episode, iimbitahan po natin ang NEA at DOE at some other partners who may have solutions for our problems.
Including Meralco. Kasi
Pwede si Meralco, pwedeng yung mga solar, kung ano-ano pa. Kasi mga Bicolano, kailangan magkailaw na tama. Salamat po. Diyos mabalos.
salamat. Mabalos po.
Bye.
Bye.
Na.
Bye.